Always get a warm feeling when I'm with you. Like I'm a kid again.
So today, as y'all see, we are back with another video. For starters, we are almost at 2K, so before you do anything, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. But before I get into this video, I want y'all to see the beats. I got slayed today, so I was just like, since I got slayed today, since I got my face beat, I might as well make a video. So the person who beat me my face, I'm gonna put her Instagram right here. It is San Fran, the Lash Fairy, and she did an amazing job. She did a bomb job, and she color coordinated my eyeshadow with my shirt. Oh, and necklaces, Pretty Spoiled Beauty, and that's on period. But okay, so now it's time to get into the video. So today, what I will be talking about is something that came across to me that I should do a couple of days ago, because I was talking to my brother about this, and it was really like why I don't have a job anymore, why I quit my 9 to 5, and why I decided that I don't think that working is for me. And I really don't talk to a lot of people about this, but I just think it's a good, little story to tell. So yeah, let's get into it. So a lot of people don't know this, but I have been working since I've been 15 years old. So my first job that I worked was at Kroger. So I worked at Kroger when I was 15. I'm 20 now, so I've basically been working for 5 years, you guys. 5 years. I was in 10th grade in high school when I first started working. I was 15. A lot of people don't even get jobs when they're 15, but I did. So Kroger, I worked as a courtesy clerk. I hated it because I was a female and I was pushing carts. I was doing extra stuff that I shouldn't have been doing that wasn't in my job description. As a female at Kroger, I know a lot of people, like a lot of females, aren't supposed to push carts, but let me tell y'all, I did. Then, after I worked at Kroger, I had a couple other jobs. Kroger, worked at O'Charlie's, I worked at Food Depot, I worked at DHL, I worked at Frito-Lay, I worked at, I even worked for the school at one point in time, and all of them jobs I quit. So in a course of 5 years, I've had about 7 jobs, and just no. So really what made me be like, I don't want to work anymore is just the fact that I feel like it's always that one person at work who just like kind of breathes down your neck, and I just have always felt like I should be that person that's going to be my own boss. So I think my last straw for jobs was really when I worked at Frito-Lay. Frito-Lay, I worked at Frito-Lay for, I don't even think I worked at Frito-Lay for a month. So Frito-Lay was a warehouse job. Basically, they had so many rules. For starters, first rule that they had, no nose rings, no jewelry, none of that. So I had to take my nose ring out. I kind of finessed that because like I wore like a clear nose ring. I just put makeup on it every day. You couldn't listen to music. You had to have your hair tied up. You had to have all of these rules and regulations there. And I had to wake up at 5 a.m. every morning. And not only that, but it wasn't any specific time when you get off. You get off when they say you get off. And that for me was just like, you don't even have no set time. So if you have something to do during the day, they don't care about that. You leave when they say you leave. And that's just some bullcrap for me in the beginning. And they were paying $8 an hour. So I was working about 10 hours a day, tired as heck, no music, none of that. And it was just people at work who was pedophiles there. It was just different stuff, and it was always like people trying to authoritize me. So for me, like we had this thing where we would do like lines. They would have different lines or whatever. So I had a permanent line. So we had like a little, I don't even know how to describe it, a circular thing. So we would put chips in the bag. Like we would put chips in like those variety packs. So everybody have a certain amount of chips they gotta put in there. So I put 2 in there. Next person put 2. Next person put 2 until we get the amount that was in the bag. So I think they had somebody new on the line that day. So somebody was messing up. So of course it's these ladies there like basically saying, oh, you messing up, it's a new girl, it's a new girl, it's a new girl this, new girl that. And I'm just like, girl, who you talking to? Because me personally, I'm that person at work if you talk to me like you crazy, I'm gonna talk to you right back like you crazy. I'm sorry, I respect who respects me, and that's just how I've always been. Like, if you talk to me like you're crazy, I'm just going to talk back to you like you're crazy. I don't care. And I know that that's kind of bad that you like if you can't hold your tongue at work, but it's been like certain things I can hold my tongue to, but it's just a level of disrespect that people would have. And I was just like, that's when I had just started my business. I wasn't really making too many sales or anything, but I did save up enough money to like be good and leave. So I think one day what really made me leave is they did this to me twice in a row. So I woke up at 5 a.m. one day, and I came to work, and they basically told me they didn't need me that day. So they told me to come to work. Then I come to work, and then they send me home like less than an hour later, wasting my time when I could have been asleep or doing something else. Then the next day they did it. So I was just like, man, I just left. Like, I didn't tell them. I didn't put in a 2 week notice. I just left, and I didn't come back. And after that, like, I just kind of like started getting into my business more, like starting to do like more Gloss by Nate stuff, starting to like take it for real, because I was just like, I don't have a job right now. So this was when I was back home. So I already had a job back at school. So I worked at this building. I shouldn't tell y'all where I worked at, but I worked for like campus. So that was a minimum wage paying job. And I was only making $7.25 an hour, and I wasn't even working 20 hours a week, let alone, I don't even think I was working 10 hours a week. So, it was just like really baby pay. Like, I was literally making like $75 every 2 weeks, or even 100. Like, I don't think that I've only made $200 every 2 weeks a couple times. And I just feel like for me, if I'm working, like, I need a consistent flow of money so I can get what I want to get, so I can take care of myself when I want to take care of myself. It's just different things. So I was working there, and eventually, like, I started, like, trying to, like, get into my business more, and I got to a point where I started making more money in 2 weeks from my business than at my job. So I did try to stay there. I tried to thug it out because I did like that job, but I did like it, but I didn't, because it was this one lady there. She was always breathing down my neck, you guys. Like, it's a work study job, so like you work and study at the job. So like as soon as she seen me like trying to do work at the job, she would just try to shut everything down and be like, like, you can't do this. Like, it was just multiple things that she used to do that used to be so annoying. Like, she used to try to micromanage me in a sense. Like, one thing that I tell people that she used to do that used to always annoy me is we would be working. She would see me like writing stuff in my planner, or she would see me like trying to get some stuff done for my schoolwork, and she would come, walk past the file cabinet, hand me some files to put in the file cabinet that she just walked past. And I'm just like, all that time you just spent like walking past the file cabinet to give me this, like, you could have put it in the file cabinet. So I was just like, it was just certain things that it was little things that used to add up. So I think one day, it was like during finals week of my sophomore year. So like, it was I was just stressed, y'all. And she came at me and she was just like, oh, you can't be doing work. Like, y'all, I'm literally writing stuff down that I need to do for today on a planner. And she was like, you can't be doing work. I was like, I'm not doing work. Then she just started like going in on me. So I was just like, you know what? I'm finna leave. And I was just like, I'm not finna be taking this anymore. Like, you're doing too much, da da da. I really didn't say it like that. I said it in a meaner way, just because it was just like a buildup of stuff of like her just always trying to micromanage me, like just certain things. So like, I did go off on her, but then as soon as I went off on her, I did like report to my manager and tell my manager everything that just happened. And I just left, and I just told her I was gonna leave for the day, like I couldn't do it, and I left. And yeah, so I finished working that semester out, and then I probably worked the first week in January, and I just decided that I didn't want to work anymore. So it's been almost a year since I haven't worked a job, and right now I do like want to get a job in my field, but I'm not really sure right now. and I'm just like living it day by day. So I feel like, you know, if my business do blow up, then it blows up. But if it doesn't, you know, I feel like God always has something planned for me, you know. So yeah, like, yeah, just for me personally, like, it's just multiple reasons why I don't think that working a nine to five is for me right now. And I feel like that it was just time for me to boss up and just get on my P's and Q's with stuff, just because I feel like being your own boss, like, you can kind of manage yourself, you can kind of control yourself. I mean, yes, you can be hard on yourself, but it's always like, you know, it's not someone like breathing down your neck every 20 seconds. It's not someone being rude to you. It's not people being disrespectful to you, like, that you work with. You don't have to deal with that. And it's just like, you know, you can kind of work at your own pace or whatever. It's just so many benefits, like, to being your own boss, that I liked when I started my business. And I was just like, you know, I love this. Like, this is what I want to do. And it's just like, you know, working a job, it was just like, dang, I'm coming to work, I'm being stressed out every day, I'm not even making $100 every 2 weeks. Why am I doing this? And it was just really that for me that just made me be like, you know, I don't think I want to work here anymore. And since then, I haven't worked a job, and I'm doing pretty well. Like, I saved up enough money to, like, to get an apartment or whatever. And I feel like that was just the biggest level up for me, because, like, I never would have thought that I would be able to do something like that. But I just feel like, as far, like, as a business owner, I feel like for me, if what you put in is what is spit out to you. So if you put in all of your effort, you put in love to it, like, you're going to get what you put out. So I feel like, you know, I feel like in a sense I couldn't believe that, but then at the same time, I know how hard I worked for my business. I know what I did to get to where I wanted to be. So yeah, so that's basically it. I'm sorry, y'all, if it's kind of like all over the place. This is kind of like raw. This is just me saying what I'm saying. Nothing written down on an iPad this time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you on the next video. Bye.